Hey folks, glad to be here with you today. I've got a hot one for you. Yesterday, or in my last video, we talked about people not answering the phone. Today, we want to get into how to get people to answer the phone. Let's talk about it. Hey folks, thanks so much for tuning in with me today. Look, if you're a life insurance agent, you're stuck, you're struggling, you just don't know how to move the needle forward, we're going to make sure that you understand exactly how to do that. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at endialday.com. Also, make sure that you join our free Facebook group right here at arturojohnsonconsulting.com/AA, where we're going to give you some free training in a free Facebook group that is literally going to blow your mind and help you getting people on the phone and what to do when you get them on the phone so that you can make the sale. You get all that free. Just join the free Facebook group right now at arturojohnsonconsulting.com/AA. Look, the last video that I did, what was the title of that? What would your upline say if you were complaining about people not answering the phone? If you haven't checked that out, check out the card up here. Make sure that you do check that video out because it's going to help you with your mindset. Today, what we want to get into is literally the strategy of what you need to do so that you don't frustrate yourself, but you actually have a game plan of what you need to do to make sure that these things happen. So what I want to do, I want to go ahead and share my screen with you here. And so here's the strategy. And we're going to go through this and I'm going to explain it. So the first step, you get a lead that comes in, especially if you're not using an automated predictable system where people are booking appointments on your calendar, which we literally show you how to do. But if you're getting leads and calling leads, this is what you want to make sure that you're doing. Call them ASAP. When a lead comes in, call them ASAP. It's at top of mind for them and they're actually hot and ready to go. Now, so call them ASAP. Now, what's going to happen if they don't answer? Because as I've explained before, usually when people get a call from a number they don't recognize, they don't answer the call. They let it go to voicemail. So if they don't answer, do not leave a voice message. Don't do it. After that, dial them 2 more times. So we're using the triple dial strategy to see if they will actually answer. Sometimes when you do that, it'll make people say, well, wait a minute, this must be important. Let me go ahead and answer this call, right? So then you can go into whatever it is that you're going to go into in regards to how you handle that. Now, if they don't answer after the triple dial, what you want to do is send a voice text, not a text message. You want to send a voice text because then it's going to be a lot more personal and they're going to listen to it because it came across on their text messaging. So, and let them know you're going to be calling them shortly and invite them to text you back an appropriate time for you to call them. That's what you want to do. Make sure you do not leave a voicemail, but you do send a text, a voice text, not a typed out text. It's more personal and you'll get a better response. Right? Then you want to send them an email. If you're not getting in touch with them, send them an email, let it go. Now, step 2, when we get into talking about, and let me just go back over here. When we get into talking about day 2, if you want to look at it from that perspective. So now we're on day 2. If no response from step 1, next day, call at a different time. Don't call at the same time you called, call at a different time. Triple dial. Do the same thing from step 1. You send a voice text, not a voice message. You send a voice text letting them know the same thing. You're going to be calling them shortly. And when you say you're going to be calling them shortly, do call them within a half an hour, even from step 1. Call them back in a half hour. 15 minutes to half an hour is usually fine. Now, and send an email. Now we're getting into step 3. Now, step 3, you've done these things for the past 2 days. You don't want to keep bothering people this way. Look, they filled out the form, they requested the information, so don't feel bad about calling them. But step 3, you want to wait 3 to 5 days and repeat step 1 and 2. So that's going to be another 2 days. So now we've got 4 days over the course of a week or so that we've been trying to contact these people. Now, after step 3, you should have an automated email campaign to stay in touch with them. I'm talking about 6 to 12 emails that you set up in an automated way that will go out to them automatically. You can use something like a MailChimp. We show you how to do this actually in our program at ArturoJohnsonConsulting.com. And you can figure out, and we'll show you literally the emails to send. So you can do that or develop your own emails. The emails should not be sales emails, right? The emails should be talking about the problems with getting life insurance, the solutions for getting life insurance, tell stories about other people that you've helped, so on and so forth. It's not something to sell with. It's something to stay in front of them, because just because they weren't ready to buy now doesn't mean they won't be ready to buy on the 17th of next month, right? But if you stay in touch with them through this type of system, it's going to make it a lot better. So after step 3, have that automated email set up. Now it's time to move on. You've had, 8 touches with them already. You've tried to reach out. And as I said in the video that I explained before, in my last video about people not answering the phone, look, you've tried. When you have a proper lead flow and when you have enough leads coming in, you can do this process and feel safe to move on. Many people talk about resolving leads. They want you to call the lead until it's resolved, calling. Look, if they're not answering your call, if they are not answering the voice text message that you've sent, if they're not answering your emails, it's kind of like chasing somebody you want to date and you just keep asking them over and over, can we go out? Well, they've told you no. It's like non-response in our industry is pretty much a no. They filled out a form for whatever reason. You reached out to them in a very professional way, and now it's up to them if they want to take the next step. But the thing about having a great lead flow is that you don't worry about those people that don't answer the phone. I said this in my previous video. You don't worry about those people that don't answer the phone. What you want to worry about, or what you want to focus in on, are people that do answer the phone. You want to focus in on the people that are booking appointments in your calendar, which we show you how to do. You want to focus on those people that are hot and ready to go. This is our industry. This is how you work it. And you've got to have that mindset that you're going to work it no matter what. So look, when you're trying to figure this whole thing out, it comes down to a couple of things. It comes down to your lead flow, making sure that you have a proper one, making sure that you are doing what needs to be done to follow up with people that have reached out to you. And when you do that, you can feel confident that if you don't get that person on the phone, this is not your fault. It is the industry that we're in. And the thing that we can never control is people and what they do. If they don't answer the phone, they don't respond, you can't make them. And nothing that you do is going to force that issue. When they're ready, they're ready. If they're not, they're not. I want to make sure you get the free information that we have in our free Facebook group right here at ArturoJohnsonConsulting.com/AA. Make sure you join that group. You're going to get free training on how you need to do your sales calls. Vital training. Join the group. You get it for free. Tons of people are already taking advantage. Look, thanks so much. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, InDialDay.com. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.